The COA witness, si Roderick Wamil, he came, he saw, and then he left. Ito po sa Attorney Mike Operario, pag-usapan po natin yan. Ano pong nangyari sa testimonya ni Roderick Wamil kanina ng COA? Naging material nga ba ito? O kagaya ng inaasahan natin, another witness, another boring day? Ako ang tingin ko, it was another boring day for the prosecution because so far, ang napatunayan lang nila dito is that, again, there was a COA report, there was an audit made, there were documents, there were findings na may mga kulang na submission ng mga documents ang Office of the Vice President. However, hindi ito nangangahulugan that that is already a criminal act or that is an impeachable offense or wala nang ibang administrative remedy. Ang nakikita ko nga dito, the defense will have a heyday, magiging masaya ang cross-examination ng depensa rito, probably tomorrow, sapagkat maaari nilang tanungin ngayon yung mga proseso ng pag-audit na ginagawa. Kasi isa doon sa mga public officials na may mga unliquidated na mga cash advances is sitting as one of the prosecutors. And that is former DOJ Secretary Leila De Lima. Ngayon, mabubuksan dito na kung paano yung proseso, kung does it mean that if you have findings, meron na agad criminal liability? Because if it is so, dapat si Leila De Lima ay may kaso din. Bakit wala siyang kaso? It's because the truth of the matter is, ang COA findings doesn't necessarily translate to a criminal liability or in an impeachable offense. At the most, automatic yan, there will be administrative na pananagutan tungkol doon sa mga kulang na mga dokumento. Pero meron bang paraan para makorek ito? Yes, there is. May mga available remedies pa ang Office of the Vice President. Pwede nga rin silang, they can go to court to judicially challenge yung propriety of the findings of the COA investigator. At marami pa po na nadadaan ng proseso. But definitely, the evidence of the prosecution as of today, wala pa silang nasasabi o napatutunayan na totoo nga na merong illegal o di kaya kriminal na pananagutan ang Vice President doon sa mga findings na isinagawa nila o inireport na nila. Because now the defense can open up other public officials other than former Senator Leila De Lima, who is also formerly the DOJ Secretary. So, after 11 days, after 275 million pesos of expenses, so far, the prosecution has gone nowhere. Hanggang ngayon, nandun pa lang sila sa preliminaries because wala pa sila doon sa mga evidence that will connect the Vice President doon sa mga katiwalian or impeachable offense. So, makakarating ba sila ron? Well, basically, after 11 days, they have consumed probably about 12% already of the time allotted for them to complete their presentation of evidence. Because supposedly, makukumpleto ito, ang proseso na to about 92 or 93 days. So, with 11 days already gone, that's about 11 to 12% already of the time allotted to them. Wala pa, so far. I think Article 4 was a dud. Palpak yung Article 4. Wala silang napatunayan doon sa Article 4. Ngayon, they're banking on Article 1. But dito sa Article 1, I think they would have to connect this doon sa iba pang articles because ang sasabihin nila dito ay nagkamal siya ng pera sa pamamagitan ng mga ninakaw dito sa confidential funds, and that's why they have to connect it doon sa mga bank deposits, which again will be very problematic kasi meron pang mga challenges on the constitutionality of the order of the impeachment court regarding yung subpoena, yung pagpapasubpoena dito sa mga records na ito na supposedly are confidential. Now, is the impeachment an exception doon sa mga confidentiality rule na pwedeng makover nito pati mga private individuals or even transactions that are beyond or outside of the coverage of the impeachable office, which is the Vice President. So dapat yan 2022 up to 2026 lang as of the moment, So, because prior to that, hindi naman impeachable. Should that include also yung DepEd? Because yung DepEd, secretary position, is not an impeachable office. It's only the office of the Vice President. So, mahaba-haba pa itong mga proseso na ito. But I think what is happening here is that because the presentation of the evidence ng prosecution ay napaka-boring, nawawala na ng interes ng taong bayan. The survey says only about 10% are interested of the people are interested in watching the impeachment proceedings. Nawawala na ng interes ng taong bayan dito because boring nga eh. No? Wala kang makuhang maganda. Yan paulit-ulit at mukhang parang puro drama yung nangyayari. Now, if you are losing the audience, then you are losing the war. Sinabi ko nga sa inyo noon pa, this impeachment, hindi po ito tungkol sa legalidad or sa mga ebidensya o whatever. This is not a legal process. This is a political process. Ang pinag-uusapan po dito ay politika. Yung mga senador po na yan, bago pa nag-umpisa ang hearing, alam na nila ang boto nila. So, ang impeachment na ito ay para sa inyo at sa akin. We are supposed to be convinced by these proceedings that Sara Duterte should be impeached o kaya hindi natin siya dapat iboto sa 2028. And this is a propaganda war. Nung ko pa sinasabi, this is a propaganda war. Kanya nga lang, ang masama dito, ito ay propaganda ng administrasyon na tayo ang gumagastos, taong bayan. Okay lang kami na magpropaganda kayo, pero sana gastusin nyo yung pera nyo. Huwag naman nyo sa amin, huwag na sa taong bayan. Maraming naghihirap ngayon, nagugutom, lubog sa baha. At mas magagamit yung pera doon sa mga importanteng bagay na yan. Kaysa sa ganitong sarswela ng mga proceedings na wala namang patutunguhan at wala po siyang kapararakan. So, if the people are not watching, the administration is losing the propaganda war kasi walang interesado sa mga pinagsasasabi nyo. This means that the agenda of the impeachment to discredit the Vice President or make her lose her popularity is not working. Kasi ang datos ang nagsasabi, instead na bumaba ang datos ng approval rating ng Vice Presidente, ang bumababa yung kay BBM. So, back to the drawing board. Something is wrong here. You should fire some of your political strategists. Yung kababalik nyo yan, going to the same well, yung inyong parehong mga estratehiya, is not working in you are just wasting the people's money and the people's time. Pero kahit na ganyan ang sitwasyon natin ngayon, yung mga iskumbro, tayo mga ordinaryong mamamayan, patuloy po tayo na magmamasid, makikialam at magsisipag-aral sapagkat alam nating lahat, mahirap makialam ang taong walang alam. God bless you, God bless us all. Mabuhay ang Republika ng Pilipinas and we are the resistance.